because when I saw him do the, I thought, raw.
Man did it with
I hit the chest hard. We're here now. My father told me one day this might happen.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, man. I said, Dad, when I get up there, man, I'm gonna bust that salute so hard.
You know all his boys were there.
Crazy work, man. Crazy work.
You're not taking this serious.
Clip him.
Oh, it's that edge.
Yeah, so I can't rock up, but I can still get from A to B, of course. Makes perfect sense.
What happened?
I know what to do next time.
What happened?
Nah, there was a guy that was driving. So I'm coming down the hill around the corner. There's a guy on my side of the road, literally coming me head on. I'm like flipping out. I'm coming around the corner and he just scoots back on him. I see the guy in the car like this. I'm like, bro, like beeping home. I was thinking I should have just crashed into this nigga instead of beeping my horn. Claimed, but then Jamal just said, "Nah, you want to clip him because then you have a car for a while."
Pull the finger out.
You don't want to cover your face.
Too far. Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it recorded now?
Yeah.
Are we on? Are we in?
Yeah, we in.
Oh,
we live.
oh,
We've
shit,
been live. We're listening to you. We're listening to you.
Oh, yeah,
Talk about you are crashing someone.
Yeah. So just a claim, man. Stupid people can't drive.
To be, I'm not like. Yes and no. Because at the end of the day, where were you thinking of hitting him on the side?
Huh?
On the
Well,
side.
he was on my side. I was just gonna. I had a split second. I was like, should I just crash this nigga? But I was like, nah, beat my horn so he goes back on this side of the flipping road because it happened instantly, innit? I was just like.
I'm just thinking if you end up going into the back of him, you're just gonna have a claim.
Oh, no, he was driving towards me on the wrong side of the road. You know what I'm saying?
Stupidness, yeah. I'll just stopped in front of him then. If you're gonna do that nonsense, I'll just let you crash into me then.
Yeah, true.
That's a real claim. That's a real claim. But yeah, welcome back to Uncommon Sense Podcast. Yeah, last week was a different one. We're back to our, what do they call it, regular scheduled programming. Yeah, it was nice to have Jordan on last week for the interview. He'll be back because I see everyone likes him on, so he's gonna be a regular.
Come through.
He's gonna be sitting here.
Good.
We're chatting.
That's little vibes though.
Yeah, man. But you two, you good?
I'm well.
Yeah, we know what you've been doing. You've been working all week, and you've been running your business.
Yeah.
So we all
I
know
got back
what it
onto
is.
some Muay Thai though. Finally got back in
Is it? You're back.
Yeah.
You got a fight coming?
Back to the gym. Not anytime soon. I'm gonna give myself a good 4 months worth of training.
Okay.
And I think I'm gonna get into it.
For a bit. Get up to
Don't want to walk in the ring and get knocked out.
Get knocked out. Nah, don't want that to.
Man, just come. Yeah, I'm good, fam. Muscle memory. Everything. Remember everything, man.
I got beat up
respect
for an
the
hour and a
fighter.
half though, man. I realised just taking those couple months off, stamina just
Got depleted.
Yeah, like nothing. But yeah, it's good, man.
Yeah,
I'm feeling
that's-
good for it.
You're old now, innit? So,
Yeah, I'm there.
oh,
I'm matured. I'm entering my silverback era.
them ones.
You know what I'm saying? Silverback gorilla.
are we just out here just claiming the ape thing now? Is that what it is? That just came into my head. Right, I'm gonna be calling ourselves apes now. All right.
Nah, but
We fought for so long not to do that, and now we're here just.
it's a strong quality about it though, isn't it? It's the way you like give yourself a comparison against any other animal.
Oh, what, a lion? Yeah, that'd be nice.
Animal.
Yeah, lion. Stick to lion. I'm going into my lion stage.
The main tier. When that runs as well.
But the silverback gorilla is the most dangerous gorilla. That's why I said that. And they're the strongest
anyway,
mammal.
about
I hear it because the lion ain't even the strongest cat.
Nah, tigers.
Tigers.
Yeah.
Size
Tigers.
difference.
They got everything on them, innit?
Yeah, everything.
Camouflage, size difference,
yes.
everything.
Camouflage depends on the environment though.
Yeah, but they got the cold camouflage, man. I think they can adapt to
even in
anything,
the
bro.
snow,
Yeah, let me think. You can't see them.
Fair enough.
All right.
But yeah, been working.
Oh, all right, cool.
Go on.
What was it? It was a Southport thing, innit?
Yes.
Oh.
All right. So people, you may have seen, I think, well, it happened a few months ago now. It might have happened a year ago, but gentlemen down in Southport took the lives of 3 young girls. Obviously, condolences goes out to the family.
100%.
Anyway, but what I wanted to pick it up on a point of something different, not what the normal media's been showing, but I saw something on LBC basically. What it was is how they tried to flip it to say that he wasn't born here. He was radicalized through Islamic terrorism and this, that, the other. Now, it's already been in the news that they found out that wasn't the case. He was in his bedroom majority of the time, watching things that he shouldn't have been able to watch, getting hold of videos on Instagram, Twitter, and all these different things that people under the age, a young mind that shouldn't be able to fathom these things. You know what I mean?
Shouldn't be exposed to these
Shouldn't be
things, being
exposed to these
exposed
things.
and in the worst way as well. Like, well, not the worst way, but a terrible way.
And you're a recluse as well, so you're not even getting proper interaction with people.
Yeah, so
and
that's what you're just watching.
Exactly.
That's going on, especially
So, yeah.
that's the first thing you're starting your day with, and the last thing you end
And the last thing you end with it. So that's what your subconscious is.
Subconscious is going to be in a horrible place.
So yeah, that's what he was doing. And now they know that they had to poo-poo it's the kind of radicalized terrorism route. And what was I trying to say? I've lost my train of thought there when you just butted in there, Jahmal.
Sorry, mate.
Ah, Jesus.
Radicalized. They've got rid of him, putting him as a terrorist.
Yeah. Yeah.
So before they was painting a certain picture as if like he was
It was
the
with
same
Islam
person,
and, you know.
religious and
Oh my God. Oh my days.
They realized
In hindsight, we've seen the
Anyway.
picture of this brother.
But anyway, what I wanted to say
does not
is
look well.
that he don't look well. Yeah, he don't look good. And what is it? The way the media was trying to put him as a terrorist and everything. They were trying to say he wasn't born here,
Right.
basically, and trying to say he was born overseas and not trying to claim it. And the actual problem with what this is the system. Remember, I was trying to say the system earlier.
Oh yes,
His dad, not a bad person. When you see him and they interviewed him and everything, and all the neighbors and around him and that, very, very nice man. They said like this is not normal for what would come from his family. His older brother had an ailment that I think he lost the weight, the motion in his legs, stopped to be able to use his legs. So his dad had to look after his older brother all the time. Less attention's going to the younger son. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And his dad had seen a lot of these characteristics in his child already, that he was just already going off the rails. He couldn't control him. So he tried to go through the system a few times. And they just kind of pushed it back and back and back and back. And then now this has happened. And now that's what I'm saying. The system of the government obviously know the system didn't work. So they tried to now flip it into the way of what the public would like to see it as, the terrorist route. Right. And not, so they didn't actually, so the public, they're not going to look at the government as the failure. They're going to look at it as, right, this is normality of what the immigrants are coming over, and this is what they're bringing into our country, and that's why you need to cut off the borders. They tried to swing the propaganda in a certain way to benefit the government, but really, you were the issue of why this happened in the first place, because he should have been in care. He should have been in whatever he needs to be, medication or kind of counselling to prevent this from happening. That's all I wanted to say. So
yeah, it's true.
I didn't realize it was like that. I didn't realize they had actually attempted to get him, some form of care, some
they
form of
don't
help
want to push that
prior to that.
That's why I wanted to, on my podcast, I just want to bring out the information that not necessarily is there, because it's crazy to think like, everyone's crying and upset because obviously the children have passed away, but it wouldn't have happened. It most likely wouldn't have happened if what the country's meant to do did do what they meant to do.
If they did what they say they do.
Yeah, it's
Do you know
a
what I'm
shame.
saying?
All because of that. Yeah, like 3 girls have lost their life.
But
That's unreal.
And it's also unfortunate because it just goes to show, like, if we had that community sense, we could provide that for each other.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have those kind of issues as well. Like, if we weren't so dependent on our government systems, and we had the necessary care within our communities, and we had that easily accessible, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Then we wouldn't be. These things wouldn't be happening. So, also goes to show, like, the community as well has their part to play.
Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it?
Yes.
Especially when you're in different community. Well, when you're in a community when there's so many different types of people, and you're kind of all pit against each other.
Deliberately, yes.
Regarding like religions and differences and stuff like that. So then, actually having those community things and funds and stuff like that, and access that we could all have and look over and make sure those of us that are troubled get the help.
Yeah.
So shit like this doesn't happen.
Yeah, literally.
But yeah, so it's really quite peak, to be fair.
Unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate.
Bringing up on the point that you said about community there, I had a chat with one of our brethren at work for this week, I think it was, and we were talking about how everything that we kind of had community center wise when we were younger is just flats now. And I said that, but he's more business thinking all the time, savvy. He can give you the reason why straight off the back. He's just like, community centers don't make any money. And I'm like, when you think about it, they don't at all. You have to put money into a community center constantly to usually get anything out of it, and then there's not many returns. Maybe you'll get like the £5 to £10 subscription that the children have to pay to go maybe to classes and stuff like that. But that's not enough to be able to keep the lights on make dinners
People
for
hire
them.
out as well, though. People hire them out. As
That's
well.
where your main money has to come from, innit? Yeah. But he's saying
Birthdays,
actually running the
ballet,
community center, if
dances.
you want it for a community center itself,
Yeah,
doesn't really make too much money. And I never actually thought of it like that as a
It's not the
child.
purpose, though, innit? It's more to just
That's the
give
problem.
create a space.
But everything these days has to have money coming into it to allow it to stay
Needs a
running.
cash flow.
There's a cash flow to keep it running.
Yeah, but there would have been funding beforehand, no? Prior?
That-
That's obviously
Does
been
it matter?
stopped.
They've been taking, putting back account for
Bit
it
by
more
bit.
and more.
Yeah,
more
funding
forward.
gone.
Yeah,
So
it's now.
we was talking as if funding didn't exist. Like, how would it be able to keep itself afloat? Obviously, the government's meant to be able to push things for you to allow the kids to have something to do, but we all know that doesn't happen.
It's also about people pay taxes, no?
Yeah, we know they don't go away. The taxes don't go away. It's meant to go in it, so we know that. But to be able to say, like, you see how the government will sell off their houses to a private equity or private housing fund, they can then take it, and then there's money in it. They will be able to rent out those properties, and they're constantly making money back.
Right.
Say like a community center, the government don't want to run it. Whoever owns it don't want it. They're gonna sell it off to somebody else. They're thinking, right, community center's not gonna make me money now, is it? They're just gonna make it into something that can make them money. So that's what he was kind of just telling me. I was thinking, I never thought of it actually like that, because obviously I'm thinking community based. Right, we still need it, but how are you going to be able to keep it going at the end of the day? Like, there's a lot of people that don't actually have the extra capital to just be able to pay for their kids to go to community center really these days anyway. So if they can't afford to keep it going, who is going to afford to keep it going?
Yeah, because the living's up as well. Got to do that. So as a community center, you have to make yourself very pretty, so you do like hall hires often.
Yeah.
Or it's just not going to
Yeah, you're going to
offer the extra things. So you have to have like a kitchen in there as well.
Have some food being made.
So you can have run
Right,
food,
so actually
things.
make it a
Some
restaurant
people- So
part.
then people can yam food, come here, they'll eat
part of the
food.
community.
You've got a cafe there and all the rest of it. So you got access to good food and all the rest of it. So then they bring more footfall, more people know about the stuff that's going on in that environment better. If they know more about what's going on, you've got more people going to spend the money. Those who have got the money will come spend the money. 'Cause they've got the money.
Yeah.
Just for those who don't,
good solution, yeah.
and obviously that's a lot of people right now, which is unfortunate, but there's still a market of people that do. And if they don't have access to the right things, they don't have, those kids also go missing out, and they don't have to. And then through that, you're going to have money coming in. It's going to have circulate money into the community, and then you're going to have more opportunities are going to come, and then you'll start being able to do smaller things for free and let other kids start coming in and get involved in those things. For those parents that don't have. Can be done.
So,
It's
yeah.
just it's not
I think
it's not an easy process.
It's initial startup capital.
Yeah, and that means people have to have startup capital, and that's going to be a loss for a while. Do you know what I
Unless you
mean?
could crowdfund, you know what I'm saying? That's the only real
People
way.
crowdfund for anything these days, bro.
Yeah, I
if we
know.
could actually crowdfund for the stuff that we needed to crowdfund for, you have a lot.
Amazing. Yeah.
I see so much stupidness just go up on the Instagram. I'm like, I need to go fund me for this, that, the other, and then come. I've reached my goal. It's a week later.
Yeah, I hear it. But if it works, it works. It's a platform that it works, though, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I didn't say it was bad.
Yeah,
I said
yeah.
we can definitely do it.
Yeah,
because
it's
people would go
definitely
fund
doable.
me for all manner of stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean,
That's right. Yeah,
there's
yeah,
money
yeah.
there.
Yeah,
There's money there, but
See what
people
I'm
just
saying?
it's just what they want to spend their money on.
I have to do a little social experiment.
We will try something.
Do something.
Well, yeah, what to try out?
Yeah,
Test it out.
Yeah.
That would definitely be very good.
See.
And then we can hold ourselves accountable, and the community can hold us accountable.
Yeah,
That's why
yeah,
I think crowdfunding is good in a
Yeah, I
community-based
hear
level.
that.
Even if we're going out, let's say we did it hypothetically, and we went out, people would see us. You know, we'd get the money. Okay, we've got the building now. Look, you can all come and visit. We have an open day. There's
people
gonna
are
be a
very visual,
restaurant, you know. Yeah, people are very visual, innit? And when they go to a place, then they're more likely to help you a little bit more. Like, that would probably be the best way to go about it, considering there's no funding from the government. You know, that's been cut back. Because I heard that Luton used to be a nice little spot back in the day.
to have loads
My
of
mum,
community
you know,
centres,
my mum,
yeah.
dad's era, they said, yeah, there was a good couple little spots. The community were working
bare
well
clubs.
together.
There was loads of
stuff
clubs. There was
happening.
loads of nightclubs apparently.
And then they
Loads.
all kind of started breaking down, and that's when all the kind of chaos started happening a bit more.
Yeah.
Nothing to do.
people
People
are-
loitering.
People don't know each other. People also don't know each other, so that's
Bro.
when you have problems with each other. Because if
Let
you
me-
really
let
know
me-
each
let
other,
me
you
drop
can't have.
some
It's harder to have a problem with somebody you don't know.
Unfortunate history.
You get it.
Like, I think all the Dallow Road area and the certain parts of Berry Park was run usually by black people. It was that's where black people used to be a lot throughout the 70s and the 80s and that. They owned a lot of it as well.
Yeah.
But because we're very short sighted and we don't really look down the road too often, we sold a lot of the property off because we said we're having kids coming through. We needed the money to be able to raise families and get up bigger properties and that for the family. But we didn't really think about, oh no, instead of selling it off, we just rent these things off to other people to have a constant income in. So then we lost a lot of our portfolio.
Business savvy.
They weren't business savvy, yeah.
Yeah.
So we lost a lot of our portfolio. So a lot of the houses are now run or owned by other ethnicities, Asian man down there, Eastern European people, when we could have literally been the landlords to own majority of the houses down there. I think my nan said my granddad had him and a couple of other people between them, that consortium of them, they owned like 3 houses, just them lot. And I'm like, oh yeah, then they used to just do jump up and parties in these yards. I'm like, oh, so they had a house just to party in.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that how good things were at some point? But yeah.
Cost of living was a lot better as well.
Oh, bro, what was cost of living?
We had more-
Cost of
we had
living, there
more-
wasn't even
more- you get more
there
for
wasn't
your
even a
money.
buzzword.
My mum
to
was
be
able to
used
buy a yard off of 1 year's work at a factory.
Do you get it? So
Imagine that. You work for a year at a factory,
you got a yard.
you're paying a little bit to your rent, at home, but you're still able to, at the end of the day, go and buy a house.
in. We know that's not feasible now.
No chance.
You have to be like,
Well, that's making good money.
yeah. You have, or you be in like the relationship's probably the easiest way to get it. 2 people's money going into one pot,
Collected one.
collective, and then be able to do it that way. That's
Well,
probably
not necessarily yourself. It doesn't have to be yourself in a relation though. You could do it with some like
a partnership then.
yeah. You could do it just any sort of partnership.
Yeah.
It's just 2 people or even a group of people.
Yeah.
I don't really want a mixed house and mortgage with friends. It can really break friendships.
It can, but you'd have to.
You have to just make sure you're all in the right position. I think.
Yeah,
but
but then
that's the
anything
best
can
way.
happen at any
Yeah,
point.
be in the right position, but you've all got to think, we're all going into this, we're all going to buy this yard, we're all going to work, and then we're going to buy a second yard. And you all got to just keep being with each other until everyone's got a house. You know what I'm saying? So once you go in, you got to go into that agreement and know that we're going to stick until everyone's
got the one.
Yeah. And I think that's what a lot of the Asian men do. But they're
Oh,
really clued in.
definitely.
From day dot, that's what they do.
They know that, bro. So everybody lives in this house, pay this mortgage off. Everyone's paying into this mortgage until this is off, and then we focus on the next thing.
You got equity as well. Then
Yeah,
you
so you
can
can pull out of this house then to go and buy the next yard.
Yeah.
that's one.
But,
Makes sense, doesn't it? Makes sense.
well, man. What was I gonna say to you, man? Before we went down that road, yeah, with that Southport nonsense, yeah. I'm just trying to say that in general, the knife crimes problem is just not gone too far different from when we were a child. I think it's just been brushed out under the carpet,
Yeah, it's very much the same, if not a little bit. I don't know if it's.
if not worse.
Yeah, I'm feeling like. Yeah.
I don't know about that.
What do you
I feel
mean?
like the community
Why?
spaces have broken down a lot, so these things happen a little bit more.
Yeah, I think
And they've been
we
brushed
see
under.
more aggressive attacks now.
But what you think the gang?
The attacks are the same, just we're just seeing more aggressively now. Like they're just in bigger extremes, like little things up. Because like I'm thinking about when I was growing up, bro, I'm hearing stabbing stories all the time, man.
I think it's because we were younger and we were closer to it.
Yeah, but
We've necessarily a little bit grown above the age range, so we're not necessarily around it as much. But I just had Cheryl come to me this week and she was telling me like, have you heard about all this nonsense in Luton? And I'm like, no, I don't know about nothing that's happening. Oh, this person here's died. That person here's been attacked. I'm like, rah. It's not really gone anywhere. I'm not around it anymore. And then the same thing's going on in London. I think because of my family members that were who are around my age were in London, I kind of heard of it still. And now it's just I'm not around it. But a 14-year-old got killed on a bus 2 weeks ago, stabbed to death on a bus. That was gang violence. And I just wanted to say like the youth was apparently on the streets from the age of like 7 to 8, getting technically groomed from gangs and that. So it's obviously not gone anywhere. His mum said that straight up on an interview. She said, yeah, I had a feeling my son was not going to be with me soon. That she kind of thought like, he's just getting further and further into the streets and he's not listening to his mum. He's listening to the man them on the streets over his mum.
How's that happened?
That's why I ask. So
How's that happened? How's that happened in the first place?
it's crazy. That's why I had to bring that to you, man, because how does it get to a stage where youth's listening to man them on the street over their mum? But I looking at his Marge and she looked like a good woman.
how much is she
Discipline? Is there any discipline?
about? And how much is she around?
Yeah.
Because is it a single mum?
Yeah, most likely, I
So
think
if
so.
it's a single mum, how often is she around? Because she got bills to pay. So do you know what I'm saying? So she might not be around to be supervising and looking after you. And if that's the case, the influence comes from school, what you see in school and what you hear in school and what you see outside, innit? Because if you ain't getting the guidance from indoors, it's going to come from outdoors. The influence from outdoors is always there.
Did she discipline her youth though? That's what I'm thinking.
That's also,
I think that's a main key factor, because you can still be a single mum, let's say, and do all that stuff. But if you discipline your youth's not leaving the yard, fam. Because you know when you come back home, it's peak.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that kind of stops it. I think that's the biggest factor when it comes to these things.
Is there a particular, when you say discipline, what do you think, what do you mean by that?
Well, he's a boy, so he needs licks. Point blank, period. Girls are different, but boy, you need licks. Otherwise, you single mum, your mum telling you stuff, you're like, yeah, it's all noise to you. That's it.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? It's all noise. Okay, you're going to go to work. I'm going to go and do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? But you feel the iron rod, you're like, damn, it's tough. I
didn't get licks.
Again.
I didn't get no beats like that.
Yeah, but you probably didn't need it.
Yeah, certain kids that don't need it. There's certain kids that actually don't.
Do you know what I'm saying? You probably didn't need it.
So it wasn't me, it was deprivation. Deprivation.
That was your punishment, though. And that was something that probably affected you
That
to the
affected me
same
so
level.
much worse than hitting me, man. You could hit me to you went blue in the face. And I was like, it's over now. That's just in that stint, it's happened. And then I'm a bit sore for probably another half hour after that, and then it's gone. You take something away from me that I know it's going to be gone for days. My chest. Oh my God. That one's there when you walk up in the room and then the pads are gone. The PlayStation's still there, the TV there, everything, but the pads are gone.
But you were happy to come home. This kid seems like he was coming home and going out. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well,
That's
not
why I
even
think it
coming
was
home.
different. Oh yeah, he wasn't even coming home. So like his home wasn't really, I don't know if it was a safer place.
Yeah, I don't know in the depths. I don't know the ins and outs of how in the gang life he was.
Or how he got there.
But to be getting run up on by man on a bus.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's long.
What, for him?
Being affiliated with certain people.
Or what's he done? Because you don't know what he's done. I mean, you don't know what he's done.
You
He could
never
have
know.
done something to piss somebody
It's
off, and now
very
he's now
true.
getting a retaliation.
Very true.
You don't know what he's done, innit?
I'll
It's all
carry on with that
speculation.
and I'll bring up a perfect scenario for that one I saw on TV.
Yeah, go on.
Oh, well, we'll just go there.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I was watching Channel 4. There's a program called Manhunt. At the beginning of the program, I showed two gentlemen. One was dying, unfortunately, on the street, and then his nephew was there crying his eyes out, so he can't pass away at this point. So you're feeling you already got an attachment to those two people in a way to feel like you feel sorry for the fact that the man's passing away, and then that's his nephew watching that. As the program goes on now, you piece together the story now, and you understand why it happened. Those two men ran up on three other people in a corner shop with knives and that, and attacked them three. 6 minutes later, them three men see them two posted in a car around a close somewhere and said, oh, I'm opportunist, I'm going to stab the man through a window. And that's how he ended up dying. Yeah? So now you understand that reactions, obviously actions have reactions. As bad as I'm upset that somebody passed away, I'm thinking, why did you need to have that situation? Obviously, gang violence, these men have to do their thing. They think they got to run up on their ops, blah, blah, blah. Now you paint the picture a bit more. Man had a 4-month-old child. I'm thinking, are you really, is it still that important to be living the road life? And you've just had a new life. You've got a daughter. Daughter will never, ever, ever know her father. 4 months, she didn't recognize her brother. Crazy.
That's horrible.
And that's why I was just thinking that consequences, you have to know the story. You have to paint the picture. See, the news are never going to tell you what's happened prior. They don't really know what's happened prior because the man on the streets know what happened prior. But
They're snitching on themselves.
yeah, they're not going to start snitching.
Nor should they.
It's crazy.
Nor should they.
That's what I'm saying. When you're caught up in that life, it's well, I don't know. You can't get out of it, innit? It's so difficult to get out of it.
Difficult. It's unfortunate.
And yeah, once you're used to doing stuff, you're in your little
But that's
cycles.
what's going to happen when we're put into when we're caged in and boxed into certain environments. Do you know what I mean? Like that kid was pent up in his yard. Do you know what I mean? The one that done stabbing actually. Yeah, he's been stuck. He's stuck with the chicks, with the girls. Yes, the girls one. Yeah. Like he's stuck up in his yard, just watching these certain things and the rest of it. Then on a wider scale, obviously that second scenario, on a wider scale, when it's like stabbing each other and all the rest of it, it's like, you guys have got to say it's a product of the environment because we're being caged into this environment. So if we was actually given the necessary tools and we're put into environments that's actually healthy and good and help development and like allow us to actually be mentally sane, help us be mentally sane, then a lot less of these scenarios will happen. So I think these will continue and we'll continue seeing these things until we see like a change in the environment. So that's why I say like the gentrification of like certain environments that we have happening across. Sometimes it's bad, But there is certain benefits that do come from it, because now you're shaking up a community of people. Yes, obviously that was a community of people that care for each other, but you're now moving them away and moving them to different parts, which means that they're gonna be now change. The environment now changes. Now, as long as that environment isn't worse than the last environment they come from, there's a lot of good that can come from it. I'm not saying it's an ideal situation, but there's a lot of good that you can create from that situation. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
100%.
it was good. You had a cold point there, man. Even if like Southport, he was in his yard, he was boxed in a cage. Even if these men are out on the roads, on the streets, they're still technically boxed in and in the cage.
It's just
Regardless,
It's just a different cage, isn't it? Same kind of environments.
same thing.
Yeah.
It's just it's unfortunate.
On a different note,
Go on.
Darky, Elon Musk.
Oh, what was it? With his Roman salute.
Yeah, bro.
I
The
think
Roman.
It's funny, man. Do you know what I'm saying? That, as I was saying earlier to you, like, they say it's a Roman salute, but the Romans weren't good for anybody but themselves. And I think that's what that is showing, in all honesty.
Yeah, boy.
He's like, yes, to all the people that I need to show it to, you know, we're in power now.
We
We're
know
in
who
control.
signed- look who
This
signed
is a
it.
dictatorship, you know, game on pretty much. And that's all it is. That's all it is. you know. It's
Scary
just
times.
Another regime, you could say, coming into play, little bit by little bit. You see it happening. But I feel like Elon Musk is just like a highly intelligent 16-year-old, as I was saying earlier on. Even just the way how he is in general. Just imagine a 16-year-old who's super intelligent and can do so much stuff. That's how he is. That's how he acts. That's how he is. So, and that's a very dangerous
all
person.
them man, if they, like you said, the lizard men, they're like robots, bro. I watched Mark Zuckerberg on Joe Rogan like a couple of weeks ago, bro. This man just doesn't look right, bro. He just looked like he was trying to merge into every single kind of fad I think they call it, as it exists. He tried to have his crew neck polo, black polo with the one pendant and that with the little watch, the watch cost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, even the top.
You know what I mean? But everything was meant to be just try to fit like I'm fitting, I'm cool, man. I'm down with the kids.
But that's the brand, though. It's branding, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. But it's too obvious.
Deliberately put themselves in.
Too obvious, man. It was too obvious.
nice.
If you read the comments, bro, it was the same thing that I was thinking. Everyone was just like, right, look at this, man. This man trying to blend in, bro. We know that you ain't normal, bro. Come on. We just can see the way you're talking it. You just don't know what normal life really is, bro. You're a computer. That's what you are. You're trying to calculate every single situation. I'm like, how do I fit into there? How do I fit into it? How do I fit into it? You can see it in the man.
So detached from this sort of
Yeah,
reality.
of reality.
Because they've lived a particular lifestyle which is completely so far away from what this is.
I think
So it's like there's just no they can't relate.
you can get given $5,000 a day for majority of your life and you won't even come close to $1 billion. Yeah? 1 billion. And these men are worth all 100 and up to 226 billion, I think Elon is worth now, yeah? These men are so detached from normal life. They could never blend in if they wanted to. Bro. They couldn't even try. They couldn't go sit in someone's life for a few weeks and still try to fathom it because, they're so far gone. They're gone. Because when I saw him do I thought, raw.
Man did it with
I hit the chest hard. We're here now. My father told me one day this might happen.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, man, I said, Dad, when I get up there, man, I'm gonna bust that salute so hard.
You know all his boys were there.
Crazy work, man. Crazy work. And then Trump's coming now and he's thought, Gulf of Mexico, Gulf of America. That's what I call that now. Man said, I'll change that one up now. They ain't call your thing no more. They ain't that over there no more. And he goes, what? Transgender? Oh, I'm not allowed to say that now, but whatever. You man,
You can't say that no more.
Transformers.
I don't know, bro.
Just call them Transformers.
About
That's what you can say, isn't it?
nah, bro.
It's an alternative.
Bro, stop it.
It's an
Stop
alternative.
Anyway, hey. we're calling them Bumblebee and Optimus now.
That's crazy work.
But man come in and said, anyone who wants to be known as anything other than men and women, I'm gonna put you on annual leave.
Oh, like
That kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah, I see.
That kind of stuff. Dark times. Dark times over there, bro. I was thinking of going on a holiday to Florida, not this. Well, next year. I said I'll push that until Trump's thing's over, maybe.
Why?
Trying to go over there. The last time I went over when Trump was there, the man pulled gun on me. Fam, they might go and get happier, but I might not come
swear
back.
down.
I might not come back.
Oh, because what was that? The police?
No.
So
It
who
was
pulled gun?
civilian.
Civilian pulled a gun.
Yeah, I don't know why. Well, it was stupid. So I went to Publix. Yeah, we went to Publix. The first day when we got down
I
there.
heard the story, bro.
Have I not told you this story?
No,
All right, cool, man.
You told
2017.
me. You told me something. Yeah.
I think I've told you, innit? Yeah. So 2017, family's gone to America.
Yeah, I know that.
First day we didn't have a car, so we booked a taxi to go down to Publix. Publix is like the posh kind of supermarket in the end zone in Florida.
Yeah.
But most supermarkets in America are one-way system when you're driving in and parking and blah, blah, blah. So we've gone into the correct way in our system, and there's a guy parked up next to the store, which are technically not facing the wrong way. So he's waiting to come out when that's technically the only way in, and you're meant to leave on the far side of the store and blah, blah. So he's waiting to pick his wife up. I've driven him. Taxi man, he's here. My taxi man's here, and he's coming towards each other. And taxi man's like, right, he's not moving. I said, bro, just move to the left and let him just go and do his thing. So the taxi man's like, nah, bro, I paid my taxes. I fought for this country. So he's driven up to him and he's just like honking his horn. And the white guy's just like looking at us and he's just like, what you man doing? Taxi man goes, get out of the way. All this, I'm a citizen the same way as you. He started flashing his citizen card and this, that, the other. So my man's close. Store's here. The white guy's in his car here, and we're technically like here. So there's not enough space for us to get by. So the taxi man's banked it just to start chatting to the man side on and giving him more grief, basically. White man just reached into his glove compartment, holding onto the steering wheel like that, reached like that, pulled the strap out, had the strap and then holding onto the wheel like this. So we're there, he's here holding onto the gun. And I'm looking over the taxi man, I'm thinking, yo, man's got a strap in his hand. I was like, is he feeling threatened or is he just trying to threaten us? This is what was going through my mind. We don't used to this, man, to randomly pull a gun out.
Yeah.
And he goes, man, he says, drive on, man. It's not worth it. And I was like, oh my God, like he's actually deep in the fact that he could just set fire on us right now. That's a taxi man. So yo, you're on the curb already. Just carry on driving, bank the curb and just go around and do your thing, bro. And he's like, nah, man, these men just think they can get away with anything. I fought for this country. I said, bro, I want to go home today, innit? That's it. Soon I said, bro, man's got a gun. Soon as I said that, my uncle's in the back seat, innit? Same uncle I said last week that was Golden Comic-Con. Yeah, he's in the back seat. He's like, gun. I said, uncle, relax, right? Chill. Because he was about to start flipping and being on the same hype as the taxi man. And I was like, bro, we're not in the position to be fighting right now. Man got a strap. I don't know what type of strap it is, but it's a gun. Chill out. So he pulled on, yeah. The taxi man he pulled up on the side and he was about to get out of the car and just start doing more nonsense. But I just said, we're going in the shop. And that is it. When I got back here and I told my mum was fuming, bro. She was just like, I let you out of my sight for 2 seconds and this is what you three get up on. I was like, bro, I didn't say nothing for this man to pull strap out of me, bro. But yeah, that's why I'm not going back. That was the first day.
I don't think that's a Trump thing, bro. I think
I know it's not a Trump thing, innit?
That is.
I know it's not a Trump thing. That's an
American
American thing.
That motherfucker is just
That's American thing. However, that man, they're feeling themselves at the moment. I'm saying a bit more than what they were even then.
Before,
I'm not saying that was a Trump thing back then. It didn't even say it. I'm saying now it might be.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Now it might be. The man say, bro, you're not at home no more, bro. Trump's in power. We could do stuff and get away with it. I've been freedom to kill a couple Negroes. Nah. Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
crazy work. Donald's doing a lot out there now, bro. Like I've seen, he's changed the Gulf of Mexico to a Gulf of America. He's trying to pull in Canada to be another state, trying to persuade them to be another state.
The same
of America.
landmass, so I understand it.
Bro, Canada's just as big, fam. You can't be pulling them as a state.
I know, but some of Canada's rules are just crazy. I just don't like some of the stuff that they've done.
Why?
Especially when it comes to like the Transformers and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, they've like
forcing it on the kids and they've been doing madness in
They're
Canada.
trying to be like the woke country.
Yeah, they're just doing too much stuff. When you accept everything,
Is that what woke is now?
Yeah.
exception of everything, and then all morals go out the window.
That's what mainstream media woke is. Mainstream media woke is, let the kids be whatever they want to be. That druggies can be druggies. We're just gonna give them safe spaces to be able to shoot up and this, that, do the other. Yeah, Canada's the place to be.
Yeah. No.
But Trump said, yeah, you wanted whatever the 52nd state. I don't know how many 51 states.
51 states, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they wanted to be the 52nd state, and then
Trump is jokes.
he's
man.
doing too much, bro. He's a funny guy.
Jokes.
I think I think he's gonna get a handle over everything.
see how
Because Trump is a dictatorship in it, so I feel like he's just gonna be like, all right, this is all my landmass now.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
we're
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
take it regardless of
All
what
the way
people
down to
think.
South America, probably in the end. You can see that little piece that connects us down here. Yeah, I'm gonna take that as
That's
well.
mine too.
That was it. Man tried to take the Panama Canal. That was it. He goes, the Panama Canal is now mine again because it's Americans. I'll come back in power. Yes, ours. We're not. It's not. Even if it is Panama. So what?
Yeah. I understand why you wouldn't want to go there. Definitely. There's certain parts. I feel like Trump will do some good things, but then I feel like other things are gonna do are gonna
He
be
just got rid of the
crazy.
that yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be very
He just
drastic.
got rid of that act, that discrimination act in jobs, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
What's that?
So you see how like over here, like there's like a can't discriminate against somebody's color,
Ageism.
blah 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 blah. They have like something similar for that. For
Able
like, ethnic
workers.
people over there in America, and he just demolished that. So like there's loads of like
It's
all
able workers now.
Yeah, now all those people that was being protected by that fired.
Oh, so they lose their job straight away.
Whoever's able to do the job is getting the job, basically. We're not. There's diversity and equality thing to say that you've got enough black people, or enough ethnicity people in the job, or enough women is not a thing no more, basically.
I'm not really. I mean, I don't really think that's a bad thing in the sense. Like, hear me out. Hear me out. Yeah, hear me out.
I actually thought that being pushed.
No, definitely.
Let's
I'm not
hear
sure
this.
like
Let's
whoever
hear
can do
this.
the job should be able to do it. Come on a performance basis, then you're gonna get the best out of your results. But
No one gets experience and they're allowed to gain experience if you're going to give people at the top only the jobs all the time.
nah, but you gotta like say you got new employees coming in because that act was saying, oh, if you don't have enough black people in, you have to hire that black brother over, let's say, an Asian or a white brother. Let's say they said that, right?
BLM
Just
hires.
because, right? But I'm saying if this nigga's had 15 years experience and he's a white brother, and you got this guy who's had like let's say 3
I
years
don't
experience
think they
and
were
is-
doing it to
and
that
is
extreme.
shit and has already been fired from a job, but you got to hire this nigga just because.
I don't think they were doing it to that extreme. Hopefully not.
That's what I think.
But that's where common sense comes
You
into
also
it.
That's
see
what I'm
that
saying.
also for promotions as well, though. You'll see stuff like that for promotions. Oh, we haven't got enough XYZ in these positions. We then have to hire somebody within that caliber of those groups of people within the company as well. So even sometimes it's within, maybe it's not going outside the company, it's going within the company. So
But I feel like even I think you should just hire the nigga with more experience who had the 15 years.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
that
thinking.
makes sense.
So
Yeah,
I think
you're right.
performance basis will be better, but
You should people still need opportunities to be able to get their
Regardless
foot
of-
on the
yeah.
ladder.
But do you know what my thing is though? Then if we're not going to get those for those environments where we're not going to get the opportunities because like even if we are the most qualified, even if we are, and they're like, oh, just because of your color, just because of XYZ, then it's like go build your own shit.
Not everybody can do that.
But we can.
Not everybody's
It can be
mind.
done,
Not
though.
everybody has the mindset to be an owner and to be a creator.
That's why you get a team. You get somebody who handles that side of things. The person who's a creator doesn't handle every part of their business. They get people, they build a team, they get a team to help them.
Yeah, I
so
hear
they,
what you're saying.
So then they go get
But
the
that's the
education
person-
by mentors, by people who have that education, go get the necessary training. So then they have access to that stuff and then they can build a team that can then do that for them.
I hear what you're saying. It's all good
It's-
because we are the type of people to do that. But there are majority than not, the people in the world are followers and sheep, rather than people that want to do things for themselves.
Many of us want to do things for ourselves and not got the opportunity to do things for ourselves, and they just haven't got the courage to make it happen. We have got the courage, and like you've got people like who are like ourselves. There's other people that want to, that don't have that. They need a push. They're in a comfort zone, and they need to push to get outside that comfort
Yeah,
zone.
and I
That'll
still
be that
think that's
push.
like a 10,
That'll
another
get them
10%.
out of the- that'll be
Let's
the
call
push.
it out
But
of
that's-
100%. 20% of people want to do something but don't get a push. Yeah.
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 Let's
And then
say
there's
that
another
is true,
10% of people actually go about their business and do their thing. The other 70% of the people are just here, bro.
But that's fine.
They're just
because
here.
but then if
Wall
those
lickers,
30%,
as
let's
the man
just
call
do
them.
the numbers that you said. Yeah. That's that
Out
30%.
here, bro.
just you need to keep them walkers away. Like,
No. Do you know, they have their
They
place
need
as
to be
well. though.
educated.
There's so
They have
many
their place as well.
Exactly.
though.
That's why you need
Because
them.
If the 30%
up
handle
here.
what they need to handle, though,
They're the people that are working for you.
they're gonna work for you.
Yeah.
And then so that's fine. But that
that's what I
10%, that's 10% more.
But if you're going,
Let's say that
the
is the
whole
case.
workforce now is to say there's no equality. The man for the job gets the job. The one that's
Performance
qualified
based.
for the job, no one gets on the ladder to get the opportunity to get in there. I'm trying to say. So them plebs down there don't get opportunities.
No, but if we build up our own things, then then they do get the opportunities
Because you're the type of nice guy to do that and give them opportunity. But
no,
if say
we give them the necessary training to do so they
I don't want to train you, fam.
They have to go to
I want to train you. I want to train the man that's a little bit more smarter than you and get him on the ladder, and then he can do his thing.
He will have his position as well and his place. But both of you will have your place and position. If you're not there yet, you're there. So we can get you to there. What is necessary to get you to that point?
Yeah, but I'm thinking you're nice like that. I just know most people, even businesses now, don't do that for people.
Yeah, that's just like you get the business schemes. Like when you work in business, look how much training your business has gone. The business that you work for, bro. Look how much training you've got, bro.
I know it's qualification.
And qualifications.
It's different for me. I knew everything.
Yeah,
but now you're giving me the qualification.
But you should have had the qualifications and knew it back then, right?
Yeah.
Do you get it? So let's say they did it. You had it done the correct way the first time.
I'm the guy though that would hire me though. I'm in the position. What this helps me out. Doesn't matter if I didn't have the qualification or not. I knew what I was doing. So Trump was hiring me now. I'm gassed now. It works out for me.
What you're saying before that you wouldn't even have got in. But if they hire entry level people, because there's places that do hire entry level people to build them up. So there's certain places that want that, like.
But technically, that's not there now, isn't it?
Even nah.
With what Trump's done, though.
No, that's still there.
No.
You'll have agencies and
I
stuff.
thought that was gone. I was like, that's completely different.
No,
then.
you'll still have those things.
Okay, that's what I thought. Those things would still be in place.
I thought they'd be
entry
gone,
level
bro.
people. You'll come because
'cause-
everyone needs new people that are starting because you got to keep the
But
thing
I
alive.
thought it would be
They
just
handled
like, bro,
that-
I don't
those
have
parts.
to look at you now. If there's a man that's actually able to do the job better than you, all right, fuck the entry level. I'm gone for the man that's
because you have
better
to
for
pay
the
them
job.
more.
So
Yeah, you're
So
gonna
then
have to
if you have to pay them more, it costs more. Sometimes.
Trump's getting everybody's wages back. Did you not know?
That's them, man.
Did you not know? The salaries are going up. Did you not know? The cost of living is going back. It's disappearing.
So you still got that side of things as well, though.
Yeah.
Like,
All right. So,
So
entry level's still there.
yeah,
Calm.
that's what I'm saying.
People
Entry
are- it's
level.
gonna
You
be-
still got education
But
as well,
to me, when I
pushing you
saw
to
that, I
learn
just
and go
thought,
through.
bro, he's just basically saying survival of the fittest. The best man gets the job, wins.
nah.
I thought it was just a case of he's taking away the fact that because you're Asian you get the job, because you're black you get the job,
I
because
thought
you're
that was
white
gone.
you get the
I
job.
thought
Because
it was all
that's
gone.
what I thought. Get rid of that.
I thought it was all gone.
everything.
I thought the best man for the job gets the job. Don't matter if you're blue, yellow, black, white, 15 years old, 50 years old. If you are the best at the job, you get the job. That's what it looks like now. Rather than everybody gets an opportunity and there's an interview process and we're going to take 2 people that are cold at this job and then we're going to take 2 people that are entry level at this job. I think it's 4 men that are cold at this job. We're going to take you. Sorry, even if you want to get on this ladder.
Yeah, but if that's the position that's open, that's the position they're going to get.
Yeah.
So it's like even within that entry level positions, you're going to get entry level people trying to apply for that entry level because they're like, but people who aren't entry level aren't going to go for entry level position.
Yeah.
So they're going to go. So though it's now who's the best out of the entry level positions.
I hear what you're
Not. All right, there's 3 white guys. We got the teams. Okay, cool. So we need 3 white guys and 1 Asian, or we need 2 black guys, 1 black guy, 1 Asian, 1 female, and 1
I'm with you.
one
I'm
white
with you.
female, 1 white guy. Cool. Like there's no more of that. But then there is also room for discrimination now because of that as well. So then you've got the room.
There
of
is
like,
no discrimination because the law doesn't exist anymore, technically.
like no, but I mean
You can't even be upset about it.
No, but yeah, I mean,
There's no law to protect you.
But it doesn't mean that discrimination can't happen. It just means that the law can't protect those who are discriminated against. So like now that black person or Asian person who might deserve that role, or that white woman or whoever might deserve that role, and they can't get the role because they're like, I'm gonna hire whoever that I decide. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm gonna hire these groups of people because these are the friends of this person. It's gonna make a team.
But that's what the thing is now.
Do you get it?
It's who you know, not what you know.
Or maybe it's not even that. It's I like the look of you lot for these reasons. I want to hit on you. I want to have you in the office. You'll get along with so and so, so we're gonna get you, and you're gonna get you. So it's not actually who's best in that situation.
Yeah.
Although it might be the black guy who is best. They're like, nah, we don't want black people in this place, or we don't want Asian people in this place, or we don't want that. They've also got room for that. Do you know what I mean? So there's also room for discrimination, unfortunately, as well. But
Opens up a whole lot of doors. So there's nothing being put in place that prevents any of that, is it? No, he's just getting rid of everything. He's just
Everything gone.
Okay, so this is a clean slate.
So
okay,
it's
so now
pros
I'm
and
going
cons,
to
innit?
differently.
Do you see what I'm saying? Pros and cons.
Yeah. Okay,
I just think
it's a long
it's
day.
a madness out there.
They already don't like people that they don't want in their space anyway. So for them
Exactly.
black people, and they've lost their jobs, they've been there for the years.
Crosses.
You're getting your job back.
So
Finish.
people are gonna have to then do
It's
that, make their
long
own
day.
stuff. That's why people are gonna have to make
Yeah,
their
that's
own
what
stuff.
that's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to
they have to
then
make their own
not
bit
expect
stuff.
any sabotage because they love to sabotage people when they start to do their own shit.
Yeah. Well, we have to prepare. You have to prepare for it.
That's
don't
why
you?
people.
You have to
But that's
prepare for it
why
and protect
people
for
like to
yourself
do
from
their.
it.
That's it.
People like to do their stuff in private, innit, man? Because the evil eye thing is there, man. People just want. Like envy is a thing. People just want to take you down, but it is what it is. But
Enough of us build ourselves up that we can then distribute, and they won't have to be jealous.
true, I won't bring you in. Like it's not necessarily you have to take me down, bro. Just come and join.
That's what I'm saying. And if we all, then we can build each other up.
Yeah, I think we're optimists though. I think we're all of us. We all are very like optimistic. Yeah, the people can still come through. But now that I'm deep in what you said and how corporate America is,
Yeah.
it's a long fucking. Sorry, yeah, you did say that at the start, but I just deeped it now. It's peak.
It is.
It is peak. And then people that have been fired.
Yeah, it's long.
They ain't gonna get rehired. They're definitely
told
going
you,
for the
bro.
new brother to teach that guy that looks exactly like them. It's a long day. So yeah, as you said, you got to start making your
There's
own
no
businesses.
entry
You
level
gotta
no
go-
more.
that's it.
You got like you got to.
I just
There'll be
deeped it.
entry
It's a
level.
long
Bro, there's no
day.
entry. My entry level's my son.
Very true.
My
Yeah,
son needs a job.
But that's happening anyway. You see that in the
But that
businesses
is going
anyway.
to just be it now. That's what they brought that. They brought that law in so you couldn't do that 24/7. I reckon, innit? So yeah, you're gonna bring your son, but not all 4 of your sons.
But what they've done, but I can't lie that he's in a position. They're in a position where they have got that. They've put themselves in a position where they've got that. How
No.
they've come against the yes, because they built up that.
They didn't.
Because if
I stepped into B&Q and worked in B&Q and got all the them jobs in B&Q. I did not work nowhere to get there. That can still happen in their jobs I'm talking about. You could be working for some fuck off company, Walmart, and you just happen to be a manager in there. You worked your way up from a peck and packer.
so that's
and
what you have to do to get to that position to allow himself to do that.
that doesn't
So
give you
works.
the right to go and mess up the whole
I'm
thing.
not
and
saying
bring
that's
it
right. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not
It's
saying
time
that
for
is
my
right.
people to come through.
But I'm not.
The whole of this Walmart's going to be run by the Dixons.
I do the same thing though. I can't even lie. I do that. I do that.
I unplug my people. I can't lie. So.
I just said I did it. I just said I did it, yeah. But I'm doing it on the low level. Bro, I'm doing it for somebody else's company. It's crazy.
You've got it.
For my company, it makes sense, yeah. But my company, I'm gonna bring through the people that are my company. But man, gonna run up in a. No, I said Walmart already. Popeyes in America.
Why am I hiring
And the whole
Jerome
franchise Popeyes
when
is
I
my
can-
family members
Yes,
because
why-
this law come in and thought, yeah, oh Jimmy down the road needs a job. Rod, I swear you know my son. Yeah, come Jimmy, man,
Yes.
come.
Why am I hiring Jerome when I can hire Kev?
Man, come with CV. CV decorated. Bro, fuck off, bro. Jimmy needs a job. That's it.
Yes.
I know Jimmy fan. Jimmy's on the side.
Looking at it.
Oh my god.
Thank you. It's going straight in the bin as soon as you walk out.
Finished. It's gonna be over. It's gonna be
Yes,
over.
no.
But it is over. It's already done. My man already put the law through. So
Like I said,
Some people just got to get out of the way, man. If you know this is all happening, it's happening in their face, isn't it? It's to them, so it's happened.
yeah, it's happened.
And the other laws are coming into effect, so you just got to prepare.
you best get your ass in gear.
Get your ass in gear, get out. All of you, if you've all got experience, you can all set up another company.
That's
and
my point.
If
So
everyone,
you're all
you've been
got-
fired, you're going to have to come together.
There's a
Work.
community of people
Yeah.
that you guys all need something,
With no jobs.
and you have no,
No
job,
income.
and you got no.
With what money to build
You
what?
got to pull whatever savings you got
There is
together
no
right
savings.
there. And
Bro,
then
man live check to
There's got to be
check.
something. There's got to be
Man
something.
live check to check.
But there's people who have got something. So those who have
Stimulus
got
package. That's what they called it when Biden was
And-
giving
and
out
if
the little
not-
700. I don't even know what they gave out to the American man. I think it was 700 quid or something like that for their house burnt down.
Yeah, they mocked it. That underneath that Biden administration mocked
Yeah,
it.
that was a silly thing, innit?
And even that Kamala Harris was like, when that thing happened, what was it, Hawaii or wherever happened, there's like sending £500 or something like that.
bro,
750 quid.
your whole ancestry burned down. 500 quid.
Yeah.
Right,
They
they're
mocked it, man.
lost. But I wanted to pick it up. You know when you were just saying, with this hiring that Trump's got rid of, that they stopped with the hiring one Asian, one woman, one black, this, that, the other. Yeah.
Yeah.
When Black Lives Matter happened, oh my God, Kingfisher Group, obviously you're on B&Q, they went crazy. I was the only black person up in that place up until Black Lives Matter happened, didn't it? They hit the ground running, bro. As soon as that BLM hires, I called it, they're just popping up in each department. There was a black man over there, black girl over there,
Yeah,
black
because
girl over here.
they
black-
knew you're
I said,
open to
"Raw,
some
boy."
problems if that continues.
The man got duped because that's why BLM thing was like a hoax. That's why that's like a scam.
BLM?
Yeah, definitely.
It wasn't it.
I can't lie, personally, I think all of those things typically are. You see, there's a few good
But
ones.
that's why I say
There are certain
GoFundMe.
good
You can
ones.
GoFundMe anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So there are certain good ones, but protests typically aren't like the protests we see of today typically aren't the good ones.
For the best of interest.
Yeah, like where the money's going and all the rest of it, like what ends up happening done afterwards and the rest of it is just the whole. It's orchestrated. It's orchestrated. It's
Pyramid
orchestrated.
schemes,
So
isn't
it's
it?
like, all right, if we orchestrate this in a particular manner,
They're like pyramid
We
schemes.
You can all
then-
scream and shout and get your feelings out, hold your sign. As Cap Williams used to say, oh, no, what's his name? Dave Chappelle, was it? You just, whoever it was, you just scream and get your frustrations out, go back to work, nigga.
yeah,
That's what it
next
is.
day. Next day.
That's what it always is about.
It's just orchestrated.
Oh, you all feel this certain way? This murder happened. It's been highlighted this way on the internet.
Man said,
We've got a
"Yeah,
whole
get your adrenaline out."
organisation for you called Black Lives Matter, and we're gonna make sure it's protested in this way and done like this, so you can all get your frustrations out and shake your signs and go back to work. Nigga.
Because the energy says it's like masturbation, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like masturbation.
Shoulder shaking.
It's
Shoulder
just-
shaking. That's what you have to call
It's
it.
an explosion of emotions, and then you go and then there's nothing. And it's just like
That's it.
okay.
That's it.
Man said, right, no, so right, protesting is like shoulder shaking.
It's terrible still, but yeah, I'm not really for it. I'm not really for it all.
I've never been to a protest in my life.
Never. What am I going
Neither.
to these things for?
Enough people have been to them that I know, like,
Yeah.
what's the ones at Pride? Was it Pride Day? All them kind of nonsense. Well, sorry, I didn't say nonsense, but yeah.
Well, you never catch me on them anyways. I'm not homosexual. Any
I'm not
protest.
homosexual, but I'm just thinking I'm not going to no event to push it. So I'm trying to say. That's all I was trying to say.
The only protests that I actually rate are ones that, like, for instance, the farmers ones that have been going on recently, where they're going outside Parliament, they're splashing
Bro,
shit
F the
everywhere.
farmers, bro.
They're blocking.
They've been
Blocking up roads.
They be getting this
They're
fight for the
making
French,
it
yes.
inconvenient. You know what I'm saying? You know when they actually make things an inconvenience. So
For the
then
right people.
someone's like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna have to spend money and do
I have
stuff
to do
and
something over here.
Change
because
happens.
Bro, F
Do you
the
know what I'm
farmers,
saying?
bro. They might
Nah,
have not
nah,
been.
nah.
They might fuck the farmers.
Nah, I've got to rate the farmers.
These man was hating on the farmers.
rate the
I was on the
farmers.
side of the farmers.
I
Behind
rate
the
the
farmers on the
farmers,
side of the farmers. I was telling you, brother.
Them man there.
Without the farmers,
Yes, thank
we
you.
have got GMO seeds and shit food every day.
But that doesn't mean that you're absolved from paying tax.
Yeah, allow the farmers, man.
Yeah, thank you. That's what I'm saying.
You're saying,
I'm switch off, man.
yeah,
The man them that's
let's
providing
eat shit
food.
food and die, right? Oh yeah, or let's.
You don't think these men are the ones
make
that
the
doing-
farmers pay tax? Let's
Don't you think they're the man that? Don't you think they're the man that are doing the GM crops anyway?
Nah.
What?
Not these small time. No, they're not fam.
Small time
But-
farmers is not the
and
ones
these
that I'm
farmers,
talking about.
Even if these big, let's say these big corporate farmers, the only way they're doing that is what's that company's name? They're buying up
Buying
the
up
farms.
all the farms. They're buying
So
up the farms.
them
of the world.
motherfuckers, they're not complaining anyways. They got their bread. They're not
And they're
paying for
going, here you
nothing.
go, here's this,
And
you
these
have to use
mainstream
this stuff.
corporate
Here's
ones,
the,
they're on the farms, they're building all that shit. But the ones that are actually being affected, the ones that are protesting, they're the ones that have their own seeds, they have their own crop.
and
that's
also,
why they're
so
like,
a lot of these farmers were
hoodwinked.
hoodwinked. A lot of these farmers were hoodwinked.
Farmers paying
They
tax.
was told, oh yeah, we're going to provide you with the food, we're going to provide you with the XYZ, you have to just use these companies. You're not thinking, oh yeah, it's going to be shit food, it's going to mash our soul up and do
Fuck up
XYZ,
my
fuck up my ground, all the rest of it.
My
You don't think it's
soil.
going to do all of that. You're like, you're just providing me with X, Y, and Z. Now I should use this, and it's going to make me a shit ton of money so I can look after my family with. Calm. So I get to do what I'm doing anyway, but for more money. Why am I not going to do that? And then next thing you know, you're being it's actually doing detriment for your land to the people that eat the food. So you're like, right, I have to outsource getting my own food now
Nah, that's
to other
wrong.
farms. But I have to continue up with this contract for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years, however long it is. Like they're providing, without them, we have no food or we have no fresh produce.
No food or fresh produce. That's a big problem. And I'm only saying that because we're a tiny island, remember?
Who get majority of our stuff from overseas anyway.
If let's say that shit decides to stop,
We
really
don't.
need
it's
them.
a long fucking
It's not
day.
because we get majority of our stuff from overseas anyway.
Yeah, but if
Let's
that
say
stops,
that's
and we
stop.
have for ages.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but if
know.
that
But
stops-
if it stops,
What do you
it's a
mean?
long
that stops
day.
being able to if we
We stop being able to import things.
I'm trying to say
It's
the
a
fact
long
that the
day.
farmers couldn't do it anyway. They cannot sustain our country with what they make. That's why we've always got our stuff from overseas. We haven't really backed ourselves since the war times. And when we did in the war times, it didn't go too well. So then we had to start building treaties with European countries to bring in produce and da-da-da-da-da. I don't give a toss if you are feeding the country.
you need to make-
You make bread so you can still pay in to other people have to put in for. The poorest man on the street, as soon as he gets a job, he has to pay tax. Why does he have to and you don't? That's what I'm staying with, and I've always been that. It's not the fact that the man are feeding the country and all these things. It's just the fact that
for me that's a big thing.
Yeah, and that also encourages other farmers to actually be farmers. Because like,
all I'm saying is you farmers need to get your business hats on, yeah? Get your business hats on, man. Sell off some of your bloody land, make a soft play.
Wow.
Make a soft play, yeah? Make a little fun fair for the kids, and there's your money. There's your little income from the side, and you make your money back quick. So stop being stupid and just being like, oh, I don't want to pay tax anymore. You lot are coming after us. You should be going after other people. Yes, you're right. They should be going after other people. They should be going on after all the celebrities and the rich man like that. Every single one of them they should be going after. But you're not exempt either. I'm sorry, mate. You're just the first in the queue that we came after first. Sorry, shut up, sit down. We'll get to the next man after you first. That's all it really is. And that if I was in power, you man would be vexed because I come after every single one of you, man. Farmers, I coming after the teachers. If you were the heads after
all
all
the politicians, man. Leave them all alone.
Yeah, go with the politicians, the
I'm
celebrities.
going after all of them.
All these
You see the
business
Premiership?
owners,
You see the Premiership?
Premier League,
You see the
man,
Premiership? I'll be like, you see every single transfer you come into the Premiership, 15% has to go into the government. I don't give a toss who. If it's the youngest man coming from Brazil, that transfer 15% have to come into tax, big man. Or I'm pretty sure the Premiership get away with murder for how much money they make being in this country and not paying tax, because they could probably float most of the stuff that we need doing in this country. All of our community centres that we're chatting about. Get a Premiership team to sponsor a couple community centres in every town. That'll be easy. That thing will stay up. But there's no money in it. There's no money in it. Haaland just signed a deal 9.5 years and he's getting like 500k a week.
Yeah, 500k a week.
What are we talking
Like
about?
it's nothing.
What are we talking about? Well, you can run anything you want in this country with the Premiership money that they have there. Bro.
Okay, a week.
And that's just that alone. We ain't talking about the politicians and the
No.
celebs and the business owners.
And then when they're crying about, we play
And the
too
people
much
that own all the
football. We play
properties
too
in
much football,
London.
bro. If your hamstring has to ping off your leg
2 weeks.
from running up and down that pitch, the money that you're earning, you'll be fine, bro. You'll be
He
fine.
makes 26 million a year if he plays 52
weeks in a year. There you go.
52, yeah, 26 mil.
There you go.
To kick.
But
And
that's
they'll
the
say
Roman
that
circus though, innit,
we've
football,
taxed
so.
his, we'll tax his salary. We'll tax that at 50% or whatever it is. So you only
doing it
make
for 5 years.
2250k. No, you won't.
He's doing it for 5.5 years.
9.5 years.
9.5 years. Just 247 million.
There you go. Stupid money.
Let him do his thing, innit?
I'm not upset.
He got himself put in a position.
Oh, yeah, I'm not
on him.
upset.
But the
I
whole
ain't
system
hating
as a
on
whole,
him.
yeah, I
I ain't
understand.
hating
It's
on
all a
that.
load of rubbish.
I'm not hating on it. I'm just
you
saying,
can
like, if these men
get
can be
your
paid
money.
this amount of money and they're playing out of a league in England, you can tax the football teams and get your money back from majority of the stuff that you need in this country.
I hear it.
You could probably tax the politicians, the people in parliament, and celebs, and the whole country would be perfectly fine.
Perfectly fine.
Just off of that alone.
Bro, you tax
You
the-
wouldn't even need to tax
And our
them a lot.
neighbours. And our neighbours.
And you can probably tax.
That's it.
You probably tax just the billionaires in the world, and most of the world will be fine.
Yeah. You don't even have to tax them a lot. They wouldn't even feel the money that would come
you
out of their
won't.
pocket.
I wouldn't know, sir.
All right, I think
how
we
it
know
is.
this though. That's as I say, that's quite common sense.
Yeah, the system's set up in it. So the little man gets the worst.
Bro, I
the
don't
worst,
mind
the
being a
brunt
little
of it.
man. Just I need to go back to my island. I'll just
You got
chill
the
out.
out though. It's peak for the people that don't have the out.
I'm not,
People
I
that
don't have
here.
to think about them. Sorry.
Yeah, very true, actually.
They don't think about us, innit? You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, they don't think about us. We came over and helped them rebuild their country and they didn't give a fuck about us.
They thought, yeah, you're here now in England. You're here in England. We gave you the opportunity to get here to build our roads. That's what the opportunity was.
Yeah.
God, do what you can do with that now.
Build up, not even just the roads, build up the buildings,
Yeah,
the infrastructure, build everything back
And
up.
then just left you to your own devices afterwards.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yep.
And then what was it? Windrush Lock. You got to go home now.
Yeah.
That's
You
it.
lot ain't got passports.
See you later.
You lot ain't from here.
I know, my nan was mocking it though. She said the two fool them, all them lot that were getting sent back home. She said two fool them
Yeah.
because you give the opportunity from years ago to get your British passport and get all your papers in the house. But you thought because they let me come into this country, they'll never send me home. And this is what happened. There you go. They want to send you home because you're not British.
They should have known that though, from the treatment they got when they arrived here. 'Cause I remember
Yes.
my grandpops and some of the stuff that he was telling me, I was like, it's peak, fam. The way they got treated. Like, they didn't come here to work. Do you know what I'm saying?
It was no dogs, no blacks, no Irish.
Yeah,
innit?
but just that as well as just in general how they're treated, just on a day-to-day basis, going about your business. That's why my granddad used to be so vexed all the time, having to leave the yard. But it's like, I came here to do a job. You know what I'm saying? I stand by my word. I'm doing what I'm gonna do. And I remember my grandma telling me when she came over here. I think she went Birmingham first. And she was walking down the street, and she used to say, "She's like, I remember seeing all like the little white kids with their black faces in the half broken houses and stuff, all the stuff that we were coming over to fix up. We had to teach them to bathe. We had to teach them to do all this.
Yeah.
We had to teach them to cook, clean, I was like,
That's
so
what I
this
heard.
has just happened.
This is why.
And they're treating us like this when we come over to help
because my
them.
nan was like, there's a picture I saw of my great uncle
Crazy.
Francis, and I can't remember who else is someone in the picture of it. It might have been my granddad actually. The man was suited and booted, like black suit, white, with the undercoat, everything, little monocle, whatever it's, and handkerchief. And they said they're going to work. I said, rah. The man looks stylish, and then they see a picture of the rest of the workers are there, and all their man look beat up gums. They're in some plaid shirt, beat up trousers. I feel, why are you man looking so stush? Because they had to set an example. They had to look better than what they came from. Because if they looked like what they looked like, they're lesser than. So you have to look above it just to be in the same, looked at the same level as the other people.
And it was still looked at as less.
That's
Even
why
though that-
like, do twice as much to get
to get half
that's
as
where
far.
that madness came from, and that
comes
is
from,
not
innit?
that is not the way forward.
not relevant anymore.
Nah.
We don't allow that no more.
That was for the time. It was.
It's still relevant now.
No, we don't allow
Well, yeah,
I
you
mean,
have to be that way.
We don't
inclined.
allow it, but it's still there.
Yeah,
it's still
definitely
there.
a thing.
And it's not even just with black people. This is for all ethnicities, you know.
I don't know. I think it's a bit different as well now, though, because you have the power of the internet. You have things that we can set up for ourselves.
Oh yeah. I hear what you're saying. We have the opportunity to make for ourselves a lot easier.
A lot easier. Like it's a lot more accessible. You you can set up a business up on your phone.
But in the
and
school,
target directly
in
your
the school,
audience.
in those
environments,
in those environments, it's the same thing, bro. It's
very
the
much
same.
So. Yeah, those environments though, it won't change.
Because it's the same thing for Asian people as well. The Asian kids get told the same thing by their parents, you know. Literally, like you will have to work double as hard to get the same thing as other. We're gonna say others, but you know. But yeah, they said they get told the same thing. I've heard enough of my brethren I went to college with. Their parents said the same thing to them. I'm like, raw. Like it's actually just amongst all of us that just had to come here from the outside.
Yeah, I think that's the story though for anybody that goes from one place. Like, when it comes to these kind of these kind of worlds, these kind of countries, where it's like you come out from your environment, and you're coming into theirs, because that's what the society's been built up of, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like as you get other civilizations and other groups of people that are a lot more welcoming, have a sense of hospitality, treat you well, even if, and then you get others that are more hostile. This is just one of those ones.
They say we're one of the most hostiles as well as English, British,
That's what I'm saying. Like that's
because we're just like screw face, walk past you, not even try to talk to you if I don't know you. You know what I mean?
Well, in general day to day, like interactions. As a people.
But yeah, where are we?
Yeah.
We're in Britain, innit? That's why. It's a British thing.
It's because there's no sunshine. It's overcast all the time.
Yeah, we're miserable.
Can't be happy when there's no sun.
True.
Difficult. But when the sun, tell me when the sunshine that come out, everyone's smiling. People are letting people go in the car.
A bit of both.
Everyone's like, hey,
English
you know what I'm saying?
English people know how to moan about hot weather.
Oh, they'll moan about it.
Bro, I hate it.
But
they're
general
happy in
consensus-
general.
Yeah, the energy is a lot more.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
More upbeat.
But I just can't stand when people are complaining about the heat. I'm like, bro, how dare you? How dare you?
And they complain about the cold the rest of
I
the
said
time.
like 8 months of the year is
Complain about the rain.
it's cold, raining, and then the little 4 months that we have, you might want to complain.
But they're known for that, though, innit? They're known for that, to be the
Miserable.
complain about, it's like miserable British people, innit?
These people need to know.
It's a cultural thing, innit?
They need to understand when they're onto a good thing. They'd never know anyway.
It's part of
They don't know.
culture, I guess.
Anyway,
But more time. What was that?
like, subscribe, share, all them things
All
there.
of it.